A very good evening and thank you so much for joining us tonight on BeeTv Major News at 6, coming to you live from Benin City, the Edo State capital, Nigeria. I am Gift Uwagwe. And now to the news in details. One of the daughters of late Dr. Samuel Osagbovo Ugbemudia, a former governor of the defunct Midwestern region, Dr. Mrs. Ame Ugbemudia Umumagu, has recounted the good and lasting legacies that her father left behind. Dr. Umumago said the void her late father left behind is still difficult to fill, just as other people described the late Ugbemudia as an astute administrator whose life of service impacted many in the region. BeeTv News senior reporter Best Storito has the details.
8 years ago, the late Dr. Samuel Osagbovo Ugbemudia died and was buried in Benin City, the Edo State capital. The statewide burial attracted several Nigerians across the country who paid glowing tribute to a man who was dedicated to the service of humanity. For many people, the void created by the death of the late Brigadier General Dr. Samuel Osagbovo Ugbemudia is yet to be filled in view of his landmark achievements. The late Brigadier General Dr. Samuel Osagbovo Ugbemudia was described by her daughter, Dr. Mrs. Ame Ugbemudia Onhuago, as an irreplaceable administrator whose lifetime and service impacted on the then Midwest region and defunct Bender State, which is the present Edo and Delta State, especially in the area of education, infrastructure, civil service reforms, industrialization, and sports.
He was not around when I got my PhD, which he waited for. So, but everything is going well, and I feel great. I feel honored that God gave him such wisdom to put such legacies down for us, because living is in his own legacy, like being a staff in the University of Benin, is something that I cherish very well.
Dr. Ame Ugbemudia Onhuago, another academic staff of the Faculty of Education, University of Benin, said late Dr. Osagbovo Ugbemudia's legacy continues to speak volume, just as past and present generations have continued to benefit from his legacy, including the establishment of the Midwest Institute of Technology, which was renamed as the University of Benin in July 1971. They further said the development of Edo State is largely possible due to the contributions of late Dr. Samuel Osagbovo Ugbemudia.
Your father established a school, and now you also became a student in that school, and then you are also now imparting knowledge for others in that same school. Is something that's really a rare privilege to have. Among my siblings, I'm the only one who went through University of Benin. The others went through different schools and all that. So really happy about that.
If we talk about his legacies, is absolutely one of the greatest administrators in the history of post-colonial Nigeria. He is remembered for the many good works that he did.
He was an angel in human form that God sent to us at that time to build Midwest State and Bender State. He was a man of great intellect, wisdom, knowledge, understanding, who understood the needs of the people at that time. Unlike what we see today, modern day politics. He was a liberty governor, but he was more than a governor. He was a politician, he was a governor, he was a messiah.
In the course of politics too, I had a one-on-one encounter with him when I was one of the officers, ADNEC officers at that time. A very easygoing man.
Like where we are standing in our University of Benin, UBTH, Ugbemudia Stadium, these things he was able to do as it was at that time have been able to stand the test of time. He was a theorist, an analyst, a political giant as it were, and a good administrator.
Some of the enduring and lasting legacies of late Dr. Samuel Osagbovo Ugbemudia, former governor of the defunct Bender State, as catalogued by historians, include the construction University of Benin Teaching Hospital, the University of Benin, the Ogbe Stadium, later named after Dr. Samuel Osagbovo Ugbemudia as the Samuel Ugbemudia Stadium, Benin, the Nigerian Television Authority, Benin, the construction of the Palm House on Sapele Road in Benin, Physical Education Afuze, New Era College, Benin, Asaba Textile Mill, Ugele Glass Factory, Auchi Polytechnic, now Federal Polytechnic Auchi, High Court Complex on Sapele Road, Agbede Farm, Wareke Farm, Better Insurance Club, Emotan Hotel, Bender Hotel, the Nigerian Observer newspaper. Ugbemudia also built the Benin City King Square called Ring Road, the Secretariat Building on Sapele Road. He attracted the Nigerian Institute for Oil Palm Research NIFOR to Benin. He also attracted the Bender Wood Industry, the Ethiop Publishing Company, the Bender Brewery, Bender Insurance Company, attracted foreign investors like John Holt, Leventi Stores, UTC, UAC, Cadbury, Guinness, Dumais, Niger Cat, Westminster Dredging, Eleganza, and others to the defunct Bender State. He constructed countless roads and drainages. He built the Ikpoba River Dam. Dr. Samuel Saigbovo Ugbemudia not only developed the old Midwestern state, up to today, many people believe that Edo State has not been able to produce a man like Dr. Samuel Osaigbovo Ugbemudia. Reflecting on the last 8 years of his passing, the pain, according to the daughter, Dr. Ame Ugbemudia Unhuago, often shows up as many in the society have neglected the children that Ugbemudia left behind. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
For the immediate reinstatement of the 18 suspended local government areas chairmen and their vice chairman. BeeTv News Osarogi Agwebo reports that the protesters questioned the lawmakers' delay in reinstating the suspended 18 local government area chairmen and their vice chairman, despite the expiration of their 2-month suspension. The report.
Our state BDCU, fire make I water you. Our country BDCU, fire make I water you.
That was the peaceful demonstration at the Edo State House of Assembly by concerned Edo youths calling for the immediate restatement of the suspended 18 local government council chairmen and their vice chairmen. The protesters, who held various brandished placards with different inscriptions, called on the lawmakers to immediately restate the suspended 18 local government area chairmen. In an interview with BeeTv News, some of the protesters, Bobby Obayiwana, Prince Ogbeni, and the convener of the concerned Edo Youth, Comrade Bali Joseph, said the rationale behind the peaceful protest to the House of Assembly was to question why the lawmakers have refused to restate the suspended 18 local government chairmen and their vice chairmen after the expiration of their 2-month suspension, which they said the absence of the chairman has led to the surge of insecurity in their various local government areas, and called for the immediate restatement of the 18 chairmen and their vice chairmen.
We are here to ask the Edo State House of Assembly why they've not been able to intimate Edo people the findings of the committee that was set up by them to investigate the suspension of our 18 local government.
Democracy, the last time I checked, is a government of the people, by the people and for the people. And that is why we concerned Edo youths have come out in our numbers to say a capital rejectamenta suspension of local government chairmen across the 18 local government areas of Edo State.
Why we are calling on the Edo State House of Assembly and the executive arms of government, they should call all to order and amend their way and obey all order to ensure the.
Addressing the protesters, the member representing Esa Southeast constituency, Sonny Ojezele, who spoke on behalf of the lawmakers, assured the protesters that their message would be taken to the House and promised that their demands will be looked into.
And justice will be done as far as
Isolato in Africa.
I thank God that you are referring to that South African man's which means power belongs to the people. Yes. We so much believe in the fact that power belongs to the people. Hence that you have come here. We will look into your case. Please, I appreciate your coming, and also I have to also sincerely give a profuse apologies for not attending to you in time. It was not because we undermine you or we underrate you. It was because we were doing the business of the day in the Halo chamber. And as I get there now, I will present this paper to the Speaker by the grace of God. Give us a date so that we'll be able to revert back to you on what has been done as far as your position is concerned.
Recall that the Edo State House of Assembly had on December 17, 2024, suspended the 18 local government chairmen and their vice chairmen over alleged insubordination and gross misconduct. Osarogie Agwebo reporting for BeeTv News.
The Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Development in Edo State, Chief BC Idaomi, has recognized deserving individuals in Edo State for their contributions towards women empowerment and development. The award was presented during the International Women's Day celebration held at Government's House in Benin City. The report is presented by Best Orator.
The International Women's Day celebration held last week may have come and gone, but the recognition given to individuals, including selected women in the state, is worth mentioning. At the ceremony organized by the Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development held in Government House, the ministry recognized the contributions of the Executive Governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okpebholo, and presented him an award of excellence to support the governor more to do more for the people of the state. Other awardees were former Governor of Edo State, Senator Comrade Adams Eric Oshomole, former Deputy Governor of Edo State, Right Honorable Comrade Philip Shuaibu, Dr. Daisy Ihanire Danjuma, Her Royal Highness Olori Atuwashe III, late Captain Hosa Okumbo, Dr. Margaret Idahosa, some non-governmental organizations, among others.
Once you extend that love to somebody else, you pass on the torchlight. So thank you for bringing a pillar of support to us. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your generosity.
Addressing the awardees, Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Development, Chief BC Idaomi, on behalf of the Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development, expressed gratitude to them for their support and contributions to women empowerment and stated that the awardees are deserving of the honor they received and urged them to continue to support women in the society.
Your Excellency, Mrs. Anani, I told you that going forward, with you standing by us, and the second lady, we can get more support from His Excellency Governor Monday Okpebholo, and with letters from the Deputy Governor and His Excellency the Governor, we can approach anybody, starting from Dangote, starting from Boa, starting from Pepsi, Coca-Cola, MTN, all the tech giants, all the oil companies. We are not afraid to tell you, we are coming to get you because you are making profit in my state. Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bessa. Thank you, Mrs. Ajay. Thank you, Mrs. Padilla. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Mrs. Ahmed. Thank you, Genius Hub. Thank you, the Okumbos. I love your family so much.
International Women's Day is held on March 8 annually to celebrate the impact of women all around the world. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
Residents of Upper Ekenwa Road Axis in Benin City have commended the Edo State government for the rehabilitation of Upper Ekenwa Road, a critical artery connecting several communities in the city. A visit to the area revealed that work was ongoing at the site. The report. Upper Ekenwa Road, which connects to the Gelegele Seaport in Edo State, has witnessed an appreciable transformation following the reconstruction of the road. Residents in the area commended the Edo State government for the rehabilitation project, which has brought relief to road users and boosted economic activities in the area. When BeeTv News crew visited the road, it was observed that construction workers were busy laying the stone base, a critical component of the road's foundation. In an interview, some residents commended the state governor, Senator Monday Okpebholo, for his efforts in reconstructing the Upper Ekenwa Road. They praised the significant improvement, comparing it to the road's previous state, which made vehicular movement and business operations extremely challenging. They noted that the road construction has made it easy for people to move around and do their business, which they said is a huge relief for the people living in the area.
After this work, we started from, from December, we started pushing the job.
So now, as people can see now, we already do the store base. So now this is the stone base. So we are laying the stone base now. So by special grace of God, this new governor is trying. He always visit the site. Any site that the new governor visits like this, all the engineering site, everybody will buckle up to push our job. So we are also happy with the contractor, the way it's coming, so that to come and monitor his job. So as everybody can see now, the job is going, and we have to thank the new governor. He's trying. Now after this stone base, we do the priming. After the priming, we do the overlay. So the first batch they give to us now, we already rounded that up. So the new governor, he wants to award another new one to continue the job to Gele side.
Our government is really trying, especially the new one they brought in that just entered the other time. At least he has improved on the road. The places are okay now. Unlike before, when it rained, the whole place would be filled up with water, erosion, and it's a lot of vehicles find it difficult to pass and all that. So that has hindered our business for some time. But since the place has been put in place, this place has been fixed. At least is better now.
The governor of Edo State, they try. Like before now, as of last year, we no fit pass here. Because due to water during rainy season now, people they suffer. But now the road on dey smooth. Though the work is still in progress, so we are hoping in the next 2-3 months, everywhere will stew for Kenwa people.
God will bless the governor. There's a big difference for the community. Make the community develop.
Meanwhile, the residents appealed to the government to consider additional improvements to the road. They pointed out the absence of a gutter on one side of the road has caused erosion during rainfall. They are asking the government to address the situation to prevent further damage and ensure the road remains safe and durable.
A little complaint that anytime it rains, there's always a stagnant water in the front of the hotel in our shop. So if there's a way it can just see how to amend it, or rather slope or fill this other side and slope the water so that it can be entering to the drainage. I think it will be better so that anytime it rains, the whole place will be dried. All the water will just flow into the drainage. But for the now, it's not like that. Anytime it rains, there's always a stagnant water.
For the road there, to my mind, the road don't make sense because they no put gutter. Because the roads will get gutter. I like this now water they call this our store. Both this man store serve chicken. Now today night they look, but they pack the water. Wow, you think guys of that they put gutter for the make sense pass. So I think they put gutter it no make sense. But the road they do are normal, but at least they put gutter.
This road has been so bad, but now I see that they are doing it. But for this hole they put for here, they should hasten it to make sure that they finish it before the rain started. Because if the rain started, it will be a disaster to us.
Gifts Uwagbo reporting for BeeTv News. Residents of Uroho and Ewo Moma communities off Saple Road bypass in Ikpobaka local government area Benin City have commended the acting council chairman, Honorable Obosa Jolly Ogbeide, for facilitating the sand filling and grading of their roads. The resident who spoke with BeeTv News said the grading and sand filling of the road will enhance transportation and significantly boost socio-economic activities in the communities. BeeTv News Best Orator reports.
Uo and Ewomoma communities located off Sapele Road bypass in Ikpobaka local government area are residential and business areas. According to residents of the communities, before now the roads had been in a deplorable condition and abandoned for years and had grounded socio-economic activities in the communities. However, with the ongoing grading and sand filling of the roads, with the roads done by the acting chairman of Ikpobaka local government area, Honorable Obosa Jolly Ogbeide, the people have now heaved a sigh of relief. In an interview with BeeTv News, some residents of both communities, who include the Okagele of Uwo and Ewomoma communities, Ambassador Osaigi Omoegbe and Ambassador Theri Eboigbe, commended the acting chairman of Ikpobaka local government area, Honorable Obosa Jolly Ogbeide, for coming to the rescue, as he expressed optimism that the grading of the roads will make it motorable and passable and also boost business activities in the communities.
Community now
I believe where Mama make boy there. Me wagi mi enya ma be mi o ma no be doji mari no ma no be do we ni ma we kene na eni he eni lari obosa eni obosa ni to ga ma egbe emi no ma sa lo bo aya ye rebe no ya ju na we marry.
On behalf of myself, my John Way, the people of Ewomoma, we really appreciate him. He has done the best for him to have road, because road is one of the necessity of any community. So with this now, we can always get prayers and every other thing. So God Almighty will bless him for us. Has really done well. My John Way and Ed Asas have done well. We really appreciate it.
We go take and well for the support when he could give us for this road, because this road was so bad before. You understand? Because the road now motor don't fit pass on before. Because as the new local government chairman come now, come look and say, we don't fit this this place like this. Now he can support us. Carry grade has come to support the community.
Just like those days when I was growing up, local government will come, grade your area, you see them working. But for a long time, we have not seen something like this before. So you can see they brought payloaders, they brought graders, they graded the road. Now we are very happy. Even if the rain comes now, we'll not be bothered about it, because the road is good and business is moving on well. So I want to thank the Ikpobaha local government chairman for this he has done. At least we now know that government is close to us.
The chairman of Ikpobaha, we thank you very much for a good work they did for us. The road as a day before, when they come check and say no good at all, now bring caterpillar, bring tipper, make we do the road and grade it very well, and as it is so, we like it very much.
I really commend the effort of the active chairman for this work. I decided that to community, by the grace of God, they have graded the road. It's motorable. Just that I wanted to finish the work. The ending part of the community is not well graded. And also, I can also see the ongoing work at the Roma community. I want to commend you to continue this kind of work, because during rainy season, it's a problem for us to drive through these roads. During the rainy season, this because of the bad road, it affects the economic activities in this area. And now it's more tolerable because of the bad road, so people will not be able to drive through the area, and it will stop people from selling their products.
In a related development, the long stretch of Okuwangwe Road in Upper Sopomba, as well as Wabogun Road off Sapele Road, are currently receiving attention as part of several ongoing projects designed by Honorable Obosa Jolly Ogbede to enhance transportation, boost economic activities, and uplift the living conditions across Ikpobaha local government area. Recall that Honorable Obosa Jolly Ogbede recently flagged off road construction grading across the 10 wards of Ikpobaha local government area, aligning with Governor Monday Okpebholo's progressive mandate of a new Edo. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
In Lagos, the state is about to spearhead the distribution of 6 million free clean cooking stoves in June, starting from Akoko. And this was reviewed at a 3-day implementation retreat theme, Clean Cooking Access for African, Leaving No One Behind. The report. It was a gathering of dignitaries, public office holders, and environment enthusiasts at this event to showcase an initiative aimed at promoting clean energy and creating a self-sustaining economy. The 3-day technical session is expected to discuss on ways to eradicate the health and environmental hazards linked with the use of firewood to cook and the need for government to improve the nation's capacity to harness carbon credits.
The plan, as has been discussed with the governor, is to drive and establish industrialization so that we can start to locally produce these clean cook stoves. Green Plate Africa will execute 7 development projects, each in 750 communities in Lagos, in collaboration with the Lagos State government.
What is important for all of us is to be able to imbibe and join this bandwagon and ensure that a project of this magnitude goes a long way in addressing all the health as well as other associated economic hazards with unclean cooking.
He has, so far as a state, the state has gotten commitment in the area of renewable energy, in the area of afforestation, in the area of farming.
On his part, Managing Director of Green Plains Africa explains that 20 states of the Federation have keyed into the 80 million clean cooking stoves project to reduce carbon emissions and encourage tree planting to address the challenge of deforestation.
Working with 20 states, but we're starting from Lagos in June and also Niger. Then from there we go to other states. We have set a statutory entity within the system. We have the Project Advisory Board. We have the National Coordinating Council. Then we also have the Project Compliance Team.
The initiative also includes planting 300 million economic trees across Badagry and Ikorodu and establishing a state-of-the-art clean cooked stove manufacturing facility. Gifts Uwagbo reporting for BeeTv News. The National President Professional Drivers on Wheel, Comrade Adams Egiamuse, otherwise known as Shaba, and other members of the union have condemned the unlawful arrest of one of their members who have been in police custody for no particular offense. BeeTv News' Glorious Isirame reports the claim of the national chairman and some members of the union. The report.
Drivers on Wheel Union are unhappy as they gathered along with other local bus drivers to deliberate on the issue which took place today, the 10th of March 2025, in one of the parks in Benin City. They said the man being the chairman of the park was allegedly taken by policemen after a revenue enforcer allegedly framed up the chairman. Some drivers whom witnessed the move spoke on how it all began and said that there was no legitimate explanation whatsoever from the accusers.
They call carrier. They say, I be somebody. He wear cap, he wear uniform. Where did they carry for? We don't know. Now be our chairman for first. You know they collect money to anybody. In your day, it don't load finish. A battle if you come out. Now they drag her come up for steady. Now they call the interview, now they carry enter inside the motor. Who are the carrier? But we know.
There's some group of men come with his jacket and with some other group of people, which I identified that what they wear is a AIROS. So they now met our chairman where he stood on his own. Immediately, without no interrogation, no question, nothing, they started dragging him into their vehicle.
The National President Professional Drivers on Wheel, Comrade Adams Ehi, aka Shaba, demanded the release of the union member who was taken into custody. He said, granted that the state government appointed some individuals to enforce revenue collection and stop illegal ticketing, but frowned at the manner those in charge are now oppressing the drivers in different parks.
I don't understand, because what I heard about is that government recognized 3 unions to enforce the drivers, to make sure they purchase their ticket daily, whether in state or in local government, which we have been doing. And I can assure the public, since when we come to board, only the Central Motor Park, I can tell the public what we generate to the government every day. Based on we enforce the drivers and make sure the driver purchase their ticket. On Thursday, we were all invited by Mr. Governor, the good governor of Edo State. After the allegation against the unions, the governor have listened carefully to the story, and he have directed all the unions to go back to their various areas of operation and arrange their work not to go to the area based on the allegation he have been hearing. And that was the voice of Mr. Governor on Thursday, including the chairman, the MD of transport, including the internal revenue. There's no time governor say, you don't want to see any union. But today we were surprised now. The same Tony Kabaka that said before Mr. Governor, when the governor give an order, everybody should go and arrange his house. Coming out this morning, arresting people.
Anybody on uniform can say, hey, man, I don't wear uniform. Governor say, man, I don't wear uniform. But I'm standing here to tell the public that, Mr. Governor, I have never suspended anybody, any union, not to operate in their motor park. As we are here now, we don't even know where our driver went to. We don't even know where Kabaka carry and go. So we want to go outside now and search for our driver. So that whenever we see them, I will still want the media to go with us so that the media can also hear what happened.
Members of the professional drivers on wheel are expectant that the police will without delay release their member. Glorious Isiramed reporting for BeeTv News.
Capacity Food Plug and Lounge has launched a live band performance featuring Esther Ebagwa, aka Lady of Songs, and Dr. Agbakpa Olita, aka Obito Commando. The live band performances will henceforth hold every Sunday at Capacity Food Plug and Lounge, and its aim is to bring fun and entertainment to Benin City residents. The report is presented by BeeTv News Best Orator.
It was a fun-filled night on Sunday as residents in Benin City trooped out in the numbers to Capacity Food Plug and Lounge to experience entertainment like no other, as the management launched a live band performance that would henceforth hold every Sunday from 7 p.m. to 12 a.m. Musical artists who performed at the lounge were the delectable Esther Ebagwa, aka Lady of Song, and the one and only Obito Commando, Dr. Agbakpa Olita. First to perform for the night was Esther Idokpayi, the Lady of Song, who treated the audience with her backup singers and dancers as they sang different songs from her album. Next to perform was the Obito Commando, a man who has paved the way for music in Benin City, Dr. Agbakpa Olita, who also performed to the delight of fun seekers. Speaking with BeeTv News, the Lady of Song, Esther Ebagwa, expressed delight at the massive turnout of people as she appreciated everyone who came to witness her performance. Some guests who were also at the live performance stated how happy they were and urged other Edo residents to come out to Capacity Food Plug and Lounge to have a good time.
For today, I feel fulfilled. I'm so happy because with the rain that fell today, I didn't expect this turn up. I didn't expect that people will still come out. This really shows that people love Ebo Stone, and they love Lady of Song, and they love Dr. Agbakpa Olita for coming out after the heavy rain. It shows that Edo people, they love to support their own. I'm really happy.
My coming here today is a jolly day, and I'm very, very happy seeing the musicians for some time. Esther Ebagwa, she's my good fan, and she's loving her music. Is a soul winner, so I love her for that.
Today is a wonderful day. Seeing Agbakpa Olita, Obito Commando, is one man I respect so much. A man I give my regard. He's my father. He's very, very close to my heart. And Capacity Boston, the CEO of Capacity Food Plug, is my leader. And he has done so much for me in terms of life building. And I'm very happy to be here today. And I want to encourage everyone hearing my voice today to please patronize capacity food plug.
Capacity Food Plug and Lounge is located at number 3 Moitiyan Avenue off Ihama Road, GRA, Benin City, and can be used for varieties of events like birthdays, engagement parties, and others. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
The Delta State Security Trust Fund has donated a data center and a modern investigation room to the State Police Command to enhance security and ensure professionalism. Speaking during the inauguration of the facilities at the Delta State Police Command, Asaba, the State Commissioner for Justice said the government is committed towards assisting security agencies. BeeTv News' Osarogi Agobo has the report.
This donation by the Delta State Security Trust Fund is coming just few months after Governor Obo Iwori donated 31 security vehicles for the State Attorney General. This further demonstrates the dedication of the governor towards ensuring security in the state and the protection of human rights.
This data center and investigation room is just one of the initiatives that we have to improve policing, security, and justice system in the Delta State. In this facility, we are strengthening the ability of our police officers to carry out their duties while promoting fairness, accountability, and respect for human rights.
The State Security Trust Fund is bridging the gap in the area of deployment of data capturing facilities for the police.
We all know the motto of Nigerian police is our friend. And their security operations is tasking. It's on this premise that the Delta State Security Trust Fund is donating this equipment to the State Criminal Investigation Department of the Police Command.
Appreciating the Delta State government, the Commissioner of Police underscores how the gadgets will facilitate their operations.
What we are mentioning today is the state of the art where suspects can be processed and records kept for prosperity. For that there will be room for those who research themselves. It becomes an easier thing for us to be able to identify. The agent just said to me, we can end everything as a need, everything as a need. If you keep this record, fully provide in real time our suspects.
The police commissioner also asked for more support to enable them to maintain peace in the state. Osarogi Agobo reporting for BeeTv News.
The police command is assuring residents that the days of kidnappers operating within the nation's capital are over. Speaking to journalists in Abuja after routine patrol, the commissioner of police in charge of the FCT, Olatunji Desu, said the police are working closely with the community leaders and vigilantes to eradicate kidnapping in the area. The report.
Kidnappers found a route for the activities within the hills of Baduma to Kumbo in Abuja, but the police are surveilling the route to ensure that criminals are denied freedom of action. This patrol exemplifies the FCT Police Commissioner's determination to make the nation's capital safe.
Most importantly, we had a case of kidnapping around here. And it's important we come to look at the area to see how it looks like. You can see the terrain of where we are at this particular time. So hilly. Look at the back. We have discovered that there is a road that leads directly to Yanya. And that means probably they came with vehicles, parked there, waited for time before coming onto the road. It's a good thing that we visited physically. We have been able to know this place. It's going to assist our deployments to ensure that this thing do not happen again. If you look at it right behind me, we have just discovered a tunnel that cattle could pass through, human beings could pass through, and they are linking various parts of the city. So these are difficult terrains. We need information, we need intelligence to be able to nip it in the bud.
The locals to achieve the objectives in fighting criminals.
And then they have promised to cooperate with us. It's going to be a better synergy between us and members of the community. The vigilantes have been wonderful. They have been assisting the police. A lot of information have come from them, and they have given us a lot of support. So I want to say that we should expect better policing, and as much as possible, this kidnapping in this area of the town will be a thing of the past.
Residents are pleased as the patrols are a confidence booster.
Day before yesterday, he came to our community for this
meeting, and he has taken this action. He has come to assess the route of where the kidnappers or the bandits are followed to come to the village and then to the city here. We are so much happy, so much, and we have gone around to see the areas they are following.
The police have assured residents that routine patrols will continue till the FCT is safer. Balumi Mukoro reporting for BeeTv News.
The governor of Jigawa State, Umar Namadi, is calling on the Northwestern Development Commission to focus on a long-term project that will address poverty and insecurity and economic challenges in the region. The governor said this when he received the commission's leadership as the government house in duty. He said the Northwest has the potential for economic prosperity, but must take strategic approach to develop, as the region can't afford to remain the poorest in the country. The report.
As leaders, we have a responsibility to help and improve the life of our people. And therefore, in discharging that responsibility, we have an obligation to collaborate and cooperate with any organization that is ready to support us along that line.
I was made to believe that Jigawa has a lot of potentials, not only agriculture, even manpower. It is one of the Asian states with the earliest civilization, Western civilization. If you look at the records of those that serve at the federal level in the northern region to date, I believe that Jigawa should be the first state to come to learn, to collaborate, and seek for prayers and assistance.
And now to the foreign scene, where a nationwide airport workers' strike in Germany has led to the cancellation of hundreds of flights, causing major travel disruption. Also, the Ukrainian president says that Ukraine has been working toward peace since the war began. BeeTv News Global News correspondent Rebecca Goffey tells us more on these and other stories from the foreign scene.
Organized by the Verdi Union, began unexpectedly at Hamburg Airport on Sunday and later spread across the country. Major airports like Frankfurt, Munich and Berlin have urged passengers to stay away as flight operations are severely impacted. Lufthansa and other airlines have reported widespread delays and cancellations. In Frankfurt, Germany's busiest airport, many of its 1,770 scheduled flights have already been affected, while Munich is expecting most of its 820 flights to be cancelled. Verdi is demanding an 8% pay increase, or at least €350 more per month, along with extra holidays for workers. Meanwhile, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says that Ukraine has been working towards peace since the war began, ahead of key talks with the US and Saudi Arabia, whereas a Kremlin spokesperson says Russia is in the early stages of restoring ties with the US, describing conversations between Trump and Putin as constructive. Despite these developments, Russia and Ukraine remain far apart on a potential peace deal, according to news correspondents. A senior US official says that the Trump administration believes Ukraine is ready to move forward with a ceasefire process. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Elon Musk have clashed with Poland's Foreign Minister Radoslaw Sikorski over the use of Musk's Starlink satellite internet system in Ukraine. Musk claimed on X that Ukraine's entire front line would collapse without Starlink. Sikorski responded, saying Poland pays for the service and will seek alternatives if threatened. Rubio dismissed Sikorski's remark, saying Ukraine should be grateful, while Musk called the minister a small man. And that's it from the global scene. Rebecca Goffey reporting for BeeTv News.
And now to business. MTN Nigerian Communications PLC and Airtel Africa have aggressively cut their foreign debt, repaying $1.2 billion in 2024 to ease foreign exchange burden as they chart a path back to profitability. Following the Naira's steep depreciation in 2023, both telcos suffered $1.56 billion and foreign exchange losses. BeeTv News Kwelumi Mukoro has details of this and more from the business world.
of the country's foreign exchange market in June 2023 triggered a sharp devaluation of the naira to 471 per dollar from 1,043.09 per dollar by December 28, 2023 and 1,512.3 dollar by March 7, 2025. MTN Nigeria declared its first loss after tax of 137 billion naira since its 2019 listing on the Nigerian Stock Exchange in 2023. Airtel Africa, which had 50.9 million subscribers in Nigeria as of March 2024, reported a loss after tax of $89 million for its full year ended March 2024, primarily due to FX headwinds in Nigeria and Malawi. Airtel Africa, on its part, repaid $739 million in foreign currency debt over the last year, reducing its foreign currency debt exposure. Both companies believe that reducing their foreign currency obligations is key to strengthening their financial positions. Both companies are shifting towards local debt as their appetite for FX debt wanes. Airtel Africa now holds 92% of its debt, excluding lease liabilities, in local currency, up from 79% a year ago. The National Bureau of Statistics has said Nigeria's top 5 trading export partners in the fourth quarter of 2024 were the Netherlands, France, Spain, India, and Indonesia. In terms of imports, the NBS noted that China's remained Nigeria's highest trading partner on the import side in the fourth quarter of 2024, followed by India, Belgium, the United States of America, and France. The National Bureau of Statistics disclosed this in its latest foreign trade data for Q4 2024. According to the data, the most exported goods in Q4 include crude oil, liquefied natural gas, other petroleum gases in a gaseous state, superior quality cocoa beans, and urea, whether or not in aqueous solution. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company (NNPC) Limited has suspended the naira for crude oil swap deal with domestic refiners, including Dangote Refinery and other private operators. The decision, which took immediate effect, has sparked discussions about its implications for Nigeria's energy sector and the broader economy. The naira for crude arrangement introduced on October 1st, 2024 allowed local refiners to purchase crude oil in naira instead of dollars. The initiative was designed to support domestic refining capacity, reduce reliance on imported petroleum products, and stabilize the local currency by easing pressure on foreign exchange reserves. The termination of the agreement means that Nigerian refineries, including the much-anticipated Dangote facility, will now have to source crude oil from international suppliers paying in dollars instead of naira. This shift is expected to escalate operational costs, potentially leading to higher fuel prices at the pump. Balumi Mukoro reporting for BeeTv News.
Now to the exciting world of entertainment. Nigerian singer and Maven record artist Arya Starr is set to make a Hollywood debut as she joins the star-studded cast of the much-anticipated film adaptation of Children of Blood and Bone. The reports. The film, set in an African kingdom, follows the journey of a young woman who embarks on a mission to reclaim our people's stolen magic and restore hope to a society plagued by oppression. Arya Starr, who has already made a name for herself in the music industry with chart-topping hits like Rush and Sabi Girl, will make her acting debut alongside the talented ensemble that includes Oscar-winning actress Viola Davis, Golden Globe nominee Idris Elba, and acclaimed actress Cynthia Erivo. Produced by Lucasfilm, the powerhouse studio behind iconic franchises such as Star Wars, the film is currently in production and set for release in 2027. Fans can expect a visually stunning, epic tale when the film hits theaters. The announcement has sparked excitement among Arya Starr fans who are thrilled to see the rising star venture into acting. This exciting news follows Arya Starr's historic achievement as the first Nigerian woman to receive the RIAA Diamond certification for a single, Santa. Former Big Brother Naija housemate Nengi has delivered a baby girl. Nengi disclosed the birth of her baby on February 21st via her official Instagram page on Sunday, describing it as the purest form of love. Nengi had previously confirmed her pregnancy while dismissing rumors linking the child's paternity to Bayelsa State Governor Duoye Diri. With clips of her journey to motherhood from her pregnancy to delivery, she wrote, "My greatest blessings, my heart in human form, and my purpose. At the time of this report, the former housemate had received over 90,000 messages, including comments from celebrities and well-wishers. Lastly, on entertainment, Nigerian singer Korede Bello has addressed concerns about his long absence from the music scene, revealing that he has been prioritizing his mental health and spiritual being. The Godwin hitmaker responded to fans' curiosity about his whereabouts, expressing surprise that many assumed he had disappeared. He clarified that while he hasn't been actively releasing music, he has remained deeply present within himself. Korede Bello emphasized the importance of self-connection over external validation, stating it is better for people to wonder about your absence than for you to lose your sense of identity. Reassuring his fans, Korede Bello likened his journey to the sun, which remains ever present even when unseen at night. He assured them that while he has taken a step back, he is still very much around and will make his return to music when the time is right. That's it on entertainment news tonight. Gifts Uwagbo reporting for BeeTv News. And now talking sports, Nigerian Super Eagles forward Victor Osimhen has powered Galatasaray into 2-1 victory at Allianz Sapo in the Turkish Super League. Let's now join our sport news correspondent Freeman Osawe, who has more on these and other sports stories.
Galatasaray were on the verge of dropping more points in the pursuit of the Turkish Super League title on Sunday, but Osimhen turned up again, netting the winner in their 2-1 victory at Allianz Sport. Off the back of a brace in their 3-3 draw against Kasimpasa last week, the strikers' momentum was almost halted by their host until the 62nd minute when he rose high from quite a difficult position, leaping to connect with a cross and powered his header inside the right post. The goal took his lead tally to 17 goals and 4 assists, while Galatasaray also kept their 7 points lead until their rivals Fenerbahce played their game at hand. Chelsea claimed a 1-0 win over the Foxes at Stamford Bridge on Sunday afternoon, with Marcus Cucurella scoring the only goal of the game. Cole Palmer missed a penalty in the victory over Leicester. The Chelsea talisman is now without a goal across his last 7 Premier League matches. Enzo Maresca's side move up to 4th in the Premier League table with a win over his former employers, leapfrogging Manchester City in the process. Chelsea are now 2 points behind third place Nottingham Forest and will now prepare to face FC Copenhagen in the second leg of their Conference League last 16th tie in midweek. Arsenal's fading hopes of winning the Premier League suffered a fresh blow as Manchester United held the Gunners to a 1-1 draw, while Chelsea boosted their bid to qualify for the Champions League with a 1-0 win over Leicester on Sunday. After Liverpool's 3-1 win against Southampton moved the leaders of 16-point clear at the top on Saturday, there was no margin for error when Arsenal arrived at Old Trafford 24 hours later. But United captain Bruno Fernandes put the host ahead with a super free kick in first half stoppage time. Declan Rice claimed co-finish from just inside the United area, all Arsenal level in the 74th minute. But Mikel Arteta's second place side couldn't find a winner and now sit 15 points adrift of Liverpool. Despite holding a game in hand on Liverpool, Arsenal looks certain to miss out on the title yet again after finishing as runner-up for the last 2 seasons. Liverpool are bidding to win a record-equaling 20th English title and their first is 2020 in Arne Slot's first season in charge. The Anfield club need a maximum of 16 more points from their last 9 matches to ensure they clinch the silverware. Britain's Katia Boutter and Cameron Norrie were knocked out of Indian Wells as they suffered straight set defeats in the 3rd round. British women's number 1 Boutter was beaten 6-0, 7-5 by 7th seed Elena Rybakina in California. British men's number 2, Nori Elia, lost 6-3, 7-5 to 10th seed Tommy Paul. Sonny Carter is the only remaining Briton in the women's draw and Jack Draper in the last British May. Playing her first tournament since January Australian Open because of a foot injury, Boutter received the first round bye as the 25th seed. Former Wimbledon champion Rybakina won the first 7 games in the talk in 26 minutes, but Boutter regrouped in the second and broke Kazakhstan's Rybakina to claim a 4-3 lead before serving for the set at 5-4. Although Boutter saved 2 break points, Rybakina took advantage of a thought to level it up and, after holding serve, broke Boutter thanks to a double fault on match point. Rybakina will face Russian 9th seed Mira Andreeva, who beat Denmark's Clara Tolson 6-3, 6-0 in the last 16. Defending champion Iga Swiatek, chasing the 3rd title in his tournament, dominated Ukraine's Diana Yastremska 6-0, 6-2. Poland's Swiatek will play Karolina Muchova, a 7-5, 6-1 winner against fellow Czech Katerina Sinakova next. American fourth seed Jessica Pegula beat China's Wang Xinyu 6-2, 6-1 to set up a meeting with Ukrainian Elena Svitolina, who beat American Daniela Collins 6-2, 6-4. And that's it on Sport News. Freeman Osawe reporting for BeeTv News.
And that's the size of our news package for tonight. Many thanks for joining us. My name is Gift Uwagboy. Have a good night.